Hi, fans of high-quality entertainment. So I usually do this series on my Canadian Studmuffin channel. I've never done it on this one until now. So the premise is, just imagine you are going to jail for 1 year, maybe 2 years, depending on what you did. And the only positive about going to jail is you can take one of two stacks of albums with you on CD. They're going to have a stereo, a CD player there for you and headphones, and you can listen to music for the next year or two. Isn't that nice? So here we go. And on my Canadian Studmuffin channel, I think today I'm also going to post a video probably on Talking Heads. So if you're a Talking Heads fan, make sure you're subscribed to my Canadian Studmuffin channel. So here we go. Don't take this too seriously. It's just for fun. No fights, no fighting. So stack one includes a double album, and stack one has Sly and the Family Stone. All of their greatest songs. And Jefferson Airplane, Surrealistic Pillow. You even get some bonus tracks. I have to include the Beach Boys. Surf's Up. This was gifted to me by a viewer, thank you. Johnny Cash at Folsom Prison. It's hard for me to say. Now, this album was recommended to me by Richie Castellano from Blue Oyster Cult and John Anderson. He's playing with John Anderson now. When I interviewed him, at one point he mentioned if I had heard this album, and I hadn't. So I ended up, listening to it on Spotify, and I was so impressed that I bought it. Trevor Rabin, Real. Once again, from a box set that was gifted to me. This is Electric Light Orchestra, A New World Record. So some pretty good albums. And, as some of you know, I sold some of my CDs, so I don't have as many as I used to. I'm still overwhelmed with CDs. But I had not played this album in a few months, and that's one of the reasons I got rid of some CDs, to focus on my favorite albums, like this one, Can Monster Movie, which I just played recently, and it's like, oh my God, I love this album so much. So I'll be playing it more. Paul Simon, There Goes Ryman Simon, his great second album. Savoy Brown, Street Corner Talkin'. And yeah, I've got two doubles in the other stack. So the second double, speaking of Talking Heads, is, the name of this band is Talking Heads. It's a double live album from the early years to the later years. And it's really good. Paul McCartney, Flaming Pie. And that stack ends with Alice Cooper, Killer. Remastered. So that's a pretty good stack. That is stack number one. And at the end of this video, don't skip ahead. At the end of this video, I'll list both stacks. All right, stack number two. I try and make these even, but usually 80% of the time, most of my viewers really choose one stack over the other by quite a bit. So stack number 2 starts with a double album, Led Zeppelin, Physical Graffiti, my favorite Led Zeppelin album. Badfinger, No Dice. The Kinks, Something Else. Yeah, this is an album that I finally got. I finally absolutely love this album, but it took me a few years to appreciate it. The band, music from Big Pink. Neil Young, Tonight's the Night. The Who Sell Out. A recent purchase, Sex Pistols, Never Mind the Bollocks. Here's the Sex Pistols. Paul Simon was in stack number 1. Stack number 2 is Paul Simon with Art Garfunkel. Bridge Over Troubled Water, another album that was gifted to me. Thank you. And like I said, there's 2 double albums in stack 1. So stack 2, the second double, is the Jimi Hendrix Experience, Electric Ladyland. Next up is the best band of all time. It's the Ruddles. Look at all the hits they had. Sweet, Give Us a Wink. And the very first Rolling Stones album that I ever owned in the late 60s. And that's when I became a fan of, I started to really appreciate the Rolling Stones. The Rolling Stones, Through the Past Darkly, Big Hits Volume 2. So that is stack 2. Now I got to decide which stack I would take. And I hope you're still watching, because you can exchange one CD from the other stack. Just one. And if it's a double, you can exchange it with another double. I'm going to go with stack number 1, and I'm going to exchange, not that I don't love Sly and the Family Stone, but I'm going to exchange that with Led Zeppelin's Physical Graffiti, because like I said, well, it's one of my all-time favorite albums, period. Disregarding that it's a double. So here are the 2 stacks, unless I forget to put the text in. And so let me know in the comment section below which of the 2 stacks you would choose. And like I said, you can exchange one of the albums from the other stack, but just one. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. Bye.